Center for the Ethiopian Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to our first lesson on the derivatives of combinations and compositions of functions. In the last lesson, we learned to find the derivatives of power, exponential, logarithmic, and simple trigonometric functions. Today, we will study the theorems on the differentiation of the sum and difference of functions. If f and g are differentiable at x naught, then f plus g and f minus g are also differentiable at x naught. Their derivatives are given by these two rules. F plus g prime of x naught equals f derivative of x naught plus g prime of x naught. This is called the sum rule. F minus g prime of x naught equals f derivative of x naught minus g prime of x naught. This is called the difference rule. As an application of the sum rule, let us find the derivative of this function. F of x equals the square root of x plus 5 to the power of x. We know from the sum rule that f derivative at x equals the sum of the derivatives of x squared and 5 to the power of x. Therefore, f derivative at x equals 1 over 2 the square root of x plus 5 to the power of x times ln 5. Do you understand how to apply the sum and difference rule, students? Here are two more functions. Please use what we have learned to find the derivative for each.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, everyone. I am sure that you were able to apply the sum and difference rules effectively. The sum rule states that f derivative of x is equal to the sum of the derivative of each term. The derivative of x to the power of 1 over 5 is 1 over 5x to the power of negative 4 over 5. The derivative of the logarithm of x to the base 3 is 1 over x times ln 3. Therefore, f derivative of x equals 1 over 5x to the power of 4 over 5 plus 1 over x times ln 3. The second function is simpler for us to solve. The derivative of e to the power of x is e to the power of x. It is its own derivative. The derivative of cosine of x equals the negative sine of x. So, f derivative of x equals e to the power of x minus the sine of x. Did you find the same answer, students? Well done. There is a corollary to the rules of sum and difference that can help us to find the derivative of two terms. If f1, f2, f3, and so on to fn are differentiable at x0, then the sum of fi over all n with an index of 1 is differentiable at x0. Also, the derivative of the sum of all fi's at x0 is equal to the sum of the derivative of fi's at x0, where I starts from 0 to n. Now that you have learned this principle, try to differentiate this function with respect to x. You may get started now.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Have you finished? As we know, f derivative of x equals the sum of the derivatives of each individual term. Therefore, we arrange the expression to allow us to find each derivative. We find that f derivative of x equals 1 over 2 times the square root of x plus 1 over x times ln 10 minus 5 to the power of x times ln 5 minus 3 over x to the power of 4. What should we do if we wish to discover the derivative of a polynomial function? Here is the rule which will let us differentiate polynomials. Let f of x equal an x to the power of n plus an minus 1x to the power of n minus 1 and so on to a 2x squared plus a 1x plus 0. In that case, f derivative of x equals an x to the power of n minus 1 plus n minus 1 an minus 1x to the power of n minus 2 and so on to 2a 2x plus a1. Here is a polynomial, students. Can you use the rules to find its derivative? Working with a partner, try to do this now.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up! Let's get back to our lesson.
Hello again. Have you finished? This activity is simple. If you remember what we learned in the last lesson about differentiating power functions. As you know, f derivative of x is equal to the sum of the derivatives of each term. When we find the derivative of each power function, we find that f derivative of x is equal to 15x squared plus 12x minus 12. We can factor the coefficients to get our final answer. 3 times 5x squared plus 4x minus 4x. I am confident that you found the same answer. Today, we have learned how to find the derivative of a sum, a difference, and a polynomial. Until next lesson, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.